Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to see a port programming of PIC microcontroller. So for programming a PIC microcontroller, I am going to use MPLAB X IDE. So let's start. So first of all, we have to go in a file. We have to create new project. In that new project, microchip embedded should be clicked. Standalone project. Then next. After clicking the next window will open. In that, we have to select a family. So I'm going to program a mid-range PIC 16 family. So I'm going to select it. I'm going to select device. We can browse in here for a particular microcontroller, as I've known that I have to program PIC 16F887 microcontroller. Then tool, there is a tool simulator, but we are not going to simulate it. We are going to see on a Proteus software. So I'm clicking on next. So you'll see there is a compiler. If you have to program in a C, you need a XE8 compiler. If you have to program in assembly, you should have this AS, this assembly language programmer. So I'm going to select XE8 compiler. Then I'm clicking on next. I have to create a project name in here. So port programming. I'm going to browse. I'm going to store all these programs in a particular programming. So here so many programs are there. Port program 1 June. I'm going to click on that, open it. I'm going to finish it. So port programming is name given to it. After finishing, all the folders will be created. You can see there is no project open at left side of the monitor. After finishing it, it will open different folders. So in that folder, you can click start, close the start page. You'll see here code programming folder is generated. I'm going to click on a plus. We have so many files in there. So the needed files in here is a source file, but we need a source file. We have to create a file in here where I'm going to select C file, suppose C source file or C main file, whatever it may be. We'll take C source file. We'll click, we'll place the name as new file as it is. So I'm going to finish it. We'll have a new file .c file. We have to add that file in a source file. So you look at here, it is already added in a source files. So I'm going to click on new file.c. You'll see here, if I double click over it, we'll have an editor window. Get here, here is an editor window. So before programming the PIC microcontroller, we need to configure some setting, or we can say configuration bits. So I'm going to click on production, set configuration bits. So I'm going to do it in a software only, Proteus software, where I'm going to load the .hex file. So I'm going to click on the F oscillator to be as internal clock oscillator. All the remaining quantities, means watchdog timer, power up timer, they all should be in a off state. So microcontroller clear pin is also off. All this is in a off state, so that I not not needed to connect anything to this particular controller. Microcontroller pin is not off in there. Okay, BOR 4V as it is. Timer is also there. So I have to create generate source code to output. If I click over here, this configuration bits file will have configuration bits file in here. So all settings are been done. You have to copy all these files, or you can use the right click button to select all and paste over here. So configuration bits are done. I am going to close it. You can see all the configuration bits are available in. Now the main part of the programming. So I am going to write void main bracket open bracket close. curly open, curly close. Then in case of PIC microcontroller, the register used is called as TRIS, tri-state register. So for port A, we have to TRIS A. We are going to write it as to be as 00 as like 801, 8051 microcontroller. So writing 00 means the port will act as a output. So port A will be output. Similarly, I am doing for TRIS B is equal to 0x00. I am going to S space in here. Here IS is C x00 colon RIS x00 colon RIS E. There are 4 ports in big microcontroller 6F. So these are the tri-state bits. Now port will act as a output. So what we are going to do? We are going to write now the port, the value to the port as. So I am going to test the port first of all. So I am going to write as port A is equal to 0xFF. So all ports will be on. Same in case of port B, port C, port D, and port E. Change only their name. This is D, this is E, C. Okay, so programming is done. Just a port test programming, void main, this tri-state register 00 as output. All the bits are set to be as output port and all the data will be 1. So now what we are going to do? We are going to go into production build main project. So we need to find out a window. There is our okay. The build is successful. Now I am going into Proteus software. I have taken PIC 16F887, double click on it. I am going to load the hex file. I have to go in drive PIC programming that 1st June code programming is the test production hex file. Okay, right. You can see here all the ports having data has to be as 1111 except the RE3 which is microcontroller clear pin and it is off. So you can see here if I change the data random data in here by just saying this should be AA B, this is hex numbers production build main project. When it will build it, is successful, then we have to go into this already X file is there. I'm going to run it. But here see the different numbers things over here as ports are, some ports are on, some ports are. Thank you for patience listening to this video. Stay tuned for the next videos. Thank you.